What's up, guys? Coach Rob here at the MMA Lab, ready for a live at 5. So today we're going to do a bunch of combinations in a short distance. So again, if you guys at home have if you want to grab just 4 socks, right, and lay them down on the ground, make like a square if you guys are doing it at home on the carpet, or if you're in the garage, there you have sidewalk chalk, you can do this outside or in your garage, put your tennies on and get a little workout in a short amount of space. So. And if you guys have a lot of people at home have the little dumbbells, they have the little 3 pounds, even 5 pounds. So I got 3 pounds. I never do a lot too much weight when I'm doing shoulders. I'll start at 8 pounds. I'll pyramid down. So I'll go 8 pounds burnout sets, down to 5, down to 3 pounds. So you can still get a really good workout even with 3 pounds. People might think, oh, it's not a lot of weight, but again, for fighting, it's muscle conditioning. It's different than doing just 10 reps. For a set. So we're going for more high volume, more reps. Okay, so the first exercise, we'll start off with the weights. We're going to have your palm down, okay? So you're going to bring your the thumbs together and then pinkies back, keeping the weight shoulder height, okay? So again, we're doing a little bit more bigger athletic movements than just normal, like, movements with like heavy weight. We're doing lighter weights, we're able to do a little bit more athletic movements. And again, we're going for burnout sets in all these. So I usually try to do 10 with my palm down, right? Keeping your posture nice and tall. Keep the weight parallel with the mats, but shoulder height. You don't want to drop. You don't need to go above your shoulder. Keep the weights right at your shoulders, right? Okay, and then once we hit 10 of those, you're going to turn your palm in. It's the same exact movement, but now the palms are just facing themselves this way. Okay, and take a break. So try to do 10 and 10 of those. Okay, and the next one, we're going to go pinkies out. So your palm's going to be facing out. So you're going to go pinkies together, thumbs together up this way. Like you're making a big circle. Okay, so instead of normal flies where your palms are down, your palms are going out. And so big circle all the way around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, try to go up to 10, right? So you guys can either pause the videos, crank out 10. So you got those 3 exercises so far. Again, try to do 10 of each. And then we'll go full rotation over. So it's the same movement, but you're turning your pinkies out, right? So now the top of your hands are facing out, right? So that was last one, we went palm out. Now you're going to turn it over this way. Okay, now you're going to bring your shoulders up. You're not going to be able to go up as high. Okay, but now your shoulders rotated completely over like this. Okay, so again, 10, right? Straight up, pinkies out, thumbs together. So again, 10 of these as well. So right there, that's 4 exercises, so 10 apiece. So that was at 40 reps. Okay, we'll do one more. So this last one, we're going to go palms down, right? We're going to go palms down, and we're going to start off facing, keeping them shoulder height, and just go up and down. So here, here, here. So there and back. So both arms is 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then palms in. So go up to 10. So remember, sets of 10 on everything. So right there, and then turn the palms in. Same thing. Both arms is 1. Both arms is 2, 3. And once you guys are getting in the flow and you guys get going, you can just get through them like this without stopping and pausing all the way through. Okay, and then finish that last one. Let's go palms in, and then you go just punch straight up. Okay, maybe let's go ahead and get in your fight stance. So step forward your left leg if you're right-handed, and complete twist as you guys punch up. So start off with your palms facing in, and then rotate your fists all the way out as you punch up. All right, so instead of going across, you're crossing straight up, and exaggerate that rotation. Maybe try to crank out 10, and then switch your stance, opposite stance. Just to challenge your mechanics, and then same thing. We're gonna go 10, just going straight up. Each arm is 1, each arm is 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10. And that's a good series with the weights you guys can do. So if you guys remember those exercises, record this video. Those are great ones you guys can add on to whatever kind of circuit or series you guys have going at home. So we'll go over some footwork now before we start firing the combination. So if you guys have the socks, right, make a little square in front of you. I got this little circle I'm going to use right here. Okay, so we're going to go this first one. We're going to go, you're going to start off outside the circle, okay? And you're going to fire a jab, right? So we're going to go jab, bring it back. And then we're going to feint. You're going to feint a jab, okay? And this next one, we're stepping in. I'm stepping into the circle, jab, cross, right? And then I'm fishtailing my left leg out when I fire this hook. Okay, we're going to stop right there. So again, I'm on the outside of the circle. I'm going to jab, feint, jab, cross, hook, and stop right there. Again, you're on the outside of that circle. I'm going to jab. Keep this arm up like a shield at all times when you guys jab. Right? Whatever hand you're not using, the other arm is all the way up. So it's a jab, feint, and then step in, jab, cross, and step over on that hook. When you guys pivot that leg, rear up on that, pull that hip back as you fire that hook. Right, so practice punching and moving your foot at the same time, right? So turn and sit your waist down. One more time, you're gonna go jab, feint, jab, cross, hook. Okay, if you guys can do that well, we'll add on now. If you wanna just pause and maybe crank it out like 10 times so you guys can feel comfortable till you can get to that position on the hook. Don't try to add on anything else, you might get confused, so pause and break it down, try it a few times, and then now we're going to add on after the hook. So you're going to jab, feint, jab, cross, pivot on the hook, and then we're going to go cross. I'm here, we're going to step out, okay? So I'm going to step back with a hook cross. So I'm going to go cross, I'm going to step back, cross. Okay, and that's the whole combo. So we're starting outside, we're going inside, we're pivoting, and then we're stepping back. Okay, so again, all the way through from the beginning, I'm going jab, feint, step in with the jab, cross, pivot on that hook, I'm going to add a cross, and I'm stepping back on my back leg, hook, step back again, cross. One more time all the way through, jab, feint, step in, jab, cross, pivot on the hook, add a cross, step back, hook, cross. From there, we can also add it up a little bit. We'll change up the punches. So we're going to go jab, feint. Right here, you can go jab, cross, or you can go and jab, uppercut, right? So you can change that punch. You can change this right hand for a cross to an uppercut, and then even uppercut, fire that hook. Let's make either that second punch an uppercut, or this this fourth one off that pivot, right? So I can go feint, jab, uppercut, here, cross, and then, or I'm going to keep that the same, feint, jab, cross. I'm going to hook, make this punch the uppercut. So uppercut, from here I'm still going to step back off that hook cross, okay? So you guys have the option to run the uppercuts on either of those, or keep it original with just that cross. There's 3 different options. So again, that first option, jab, feint, jab, cross, pivot on that hook, cross, then step back, hook, cross. Okay? Make sure you guys are like confident with your foot, your steps on this. Don't be shy. Like exaggerate the footwork if you can. Like take confident steps, right? Allowing your head to, allowing your body to take big steps is going to move your base back and give you better punches. So that second one now, we'll change up that second punch. So jab, step in, jab, uppercut, pivot, hook, cross, step back, hook, cross. Third one, make that fourth punch the uppercut, jab, feint, jab, cross, pivot, uppercut, hook, cross. Okay, so let's pause that and practice that combo when you guys are ready. And then we're gonna grab the weights. All right, guys, and then we're gonna do the weights with do that combo with the weights. Okay, so we're gonna go jab, step forward, jab, cross, pivot on that hook, cross, step back, hook, cross. Right? So again, one more time with the weights. Jab, feint, jab, cross, pivot, hook, cross. Okay? Remember, just pause the video right there if you guys need to keep running through it and get it getting better. And then add the next move, add the next move. Okay? Now we're going to go one time all the way through. So jab, feint, jab, cross, pivot, cross. Now I'm going to retreat, step back, hook, cross. Right? Okay, now we'll add that second one. We'll change up that punch, that third punch. So jab, feint, jab, uppercut, pivot, hook, cross, step back, hook, cross. All right, and here we go, third one. Now we're gonna make that last punch, that uppercut, or that fourth one off that pivot. So jab, feint, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, step back, hook, cross. Okay, so you guys got those three options with that combo, right? So now maybe run it with the weights. I would say run it, let's try to go, maybe run it 15 times with the weights, and then set the weights down and run it 10 times with no weights, right? And then focus on, after you set the weights down, your arms are gonna be a little bit looser. Practice more on the speed, right? Keeping everything nice and tight, your chin down, and just the form on all these, okay? So if you guys want, practice, pause the video, practice that combo, get that, practice until you can get it down 20 times with the weights without messing up. Because then that way you're getting the reps in, programming your muscle memory and everything. So you want to make sure you're doing the reps correctly and then cashing in on those reps, getting in as many as you can, okay? So after you guys do that combo, bust it out 15 to 20 times with the weights, and then 10 to 15 times with no weights, okay? Depending on how hard you guys are trying to push yourselves. And then once you guys get through that combo, you're gonna have the weights right here. We're gonna go squat, squat, jump, squat, squat, jump with the weights, okay? So try to keep the weights above your shoulders. We're gonna go squat, sit back, and then squat, jump, up. Squat, squat, jump. When you guys land into the squat, try to land with your knees being bent, come back up, and then squat, jump, okay? This one's really exhausting to do if you're doing it the whole time without messing up, so maybe just try for 30 seconds, right? So here we go, squat, squat, jump, squat, squat, jump. You see when I land, I'm going right into the squat and then up for a jump. So land into the squat, squat, jump, land into the squat, squat, jump. Keep my elbows in, hands up. Okay, as soon as you hit your 30 seconds, you're gonna knees up and punch straight out. Okay, so here you're still gonna make your fists rotate, knees up to your waist. You need to switch it up every 15 seconds and then go to jumping jacks with the weight. Again for 15 seconds. All right, so that's a good circuit you can run in between all your sets, right? So you got this squat, squat, jump. Maybe go 15 seconds at the clock, and then jumping jacks 15 seconds, and then high knees and punches. Or you can set the weights down and go add in mountain climbers as well, 30 seconds, or 15 seconds even. That'll be a full minute, right? So once you guys shake it out, let your shoulders recover. We're gonna go on to the next drill. Okay, this next one, we're gonna go, we're gonna step in and then step off to the side, okay, on the lead side. So we're gonna go, I want you to jab in, jab out, okay? So your legs are kind of spring into that box and spring back out, okay? So you're gonna jab, back out, okay? And then as we spring forward again on the second one, you're gonna step, and I want your shoulders to step through this way, okay? So I'm gonna step in, jab, step out, step again and slip, okay? Then when I slip off here, I'm stepping to the side with that big hook, and then give me a knee, okay? So that's this next one. We're gonna jab in, out, and then step, hook, knee, right? So normally when I jump on a guy like this and I'm springing towards him, I'm keeping this shield up because that's gonna give him he's gonna try to hit me as soon as he sees me stepping here. That's almost like a reaction punch. You know, shit, what is this guy doing getting close to me like this? But I'm having my shield up, I'm expecting it. You know what I mean? But I'm planning on ripping a hard hook off that position, so I'm taking a chance. I'm touching him with the jab, getting out, and I'm touching against shielding here no matter what he throws. So my shield's ready for it. He can't really catch anything across this because my eyes open, my guard's here. The only thing he throws right here. And from here, I'm gonna pivot a big hook and then fire a knee. Normally we run this drill with the Thai pads because it's easier to, it's a good drill to practice the kick, right? Stepping off to that side, then winding up for that big hook, that kick. But it's kind of hard to do that drill without anyone holding the pad. So again, this next one, imagine your legs are like springs, okay? Pushing off the ball on my feet. I'm jumping in, jab, spring back out. And I'm stepping to the side and pointing my shoulder, boom. So my right cross shoulder, my back shoulder, I'm stepping and pointing that shoulder, right? When I do that, my guard stays up here, right? Up this way. Now from here, I'm wound up. Almost like a empty can, soda can, when you crush it and kind of twist it, it kind of shrinks down. My body's kind of doing that same posture, stepping and twisting. Now from here, it's a big wind up, right? I'm drawing this back and whipping that hook around, almost like my arm is a big mace, right? It's a big chain with a ball, a spiked ball at the end, right? So I think you're just whipping that mace, long mace, as you step around that side, right? And then come on with that knee. When you guys fire that knee, make it the knee as long as possible. Don't try to like, most people when they do this, they bring their knee up and they keep their hips kind of constricted, right? So they'll bring their knee up and they'll go like this, right? You want the opposite. You want your knee to be as long as possible, okay? So when I come up on the ball, your foot on the leg you're standing on that you're posted on, you don't want to be flat-footed. You want to come up on the ball, your foot, and then bring your knee straight, 45-degree angle, and then kind of rock your shoulders back. Think of almost like a rocking chair, right? The top of the rocking chair rocks back and the bottom rocks up, right? And so that's the form when you guys come around that pivot and then fire that knee. Okay, so again, up on the ball, your foot, point the knee, and rock the shoulders back. And you should always be able to catch yourself and step back to your stance. Don't be lazy and shoot the knee and then step down and fall and rock back to your stance. Always hold yourself accountable. You guys are doing these techniques, right? Especially because we're just working in a small area. We're not really hitting a bag, we're not sparring, so let's hold ourselves accountable for as much as possible with what we have to work with. Okay, so again, that second one, I'm gonna go in jab, out, step, hook, knee. Okay, and then we'll run a second one off that. We'll go, I'm gonna step in, I'm gonna go in jab, cross, hook. Okay. So I'm going to step in, jab. I want that jab to hit the target at the same time my foot gets in. So I'm going jab. I'm here turning over cross. Really lead with that shoulder when you fire that cross. And then boom, turn that hook over. Remember that mace? My arm is like a chain with a mace at the end. So when you're hooking, always think about the 5 points, right? So your fist, your elbow, your shoulder, your hip, and your foot, okay? Those are the 5 points that like, your elbow is going to reinforce your fist, right? Your shoulder is a reinforcement for your elbow. Your hip is a reinforcement for your shoulder. But in order for your hip to turn over, you got to turn that foot, right? So the foot is reinforcement for the hip. That hip is reinforcement for your shoulder. That shoulder is reinforcement for your elbow. And your elbow is backing up that fist. Okay, so just think about all those little concepts when you guys do this jab, cross, hook. I'm just jousting in on the jab, turning my shoulders over on the hook, and turn that waist, that hip, that foot, the shoulder, everything over on that hook. Right? Make sure my elbow's up as well. I don't want my elbow to sag. I don't want to turn this way on the hook. Right? Like, what's the point of a battering ram if the bottom, the back the backside is always dropping down, right? It's not going to do its job, right? Elevation, right? And that's just going to allow the battery arm to do its job, right? It's all force, so allow physics to do its job, and it will. So if that elbow drops, then it's going to be a weaker punch. But if that thing's up the way it is, right, and you're using that full force of your hip and your shoulder, that's to get the hardest punch possible in that short distance. Okay, so we're going to go step in, jab, cross, hook. Then off this hook, we're going to pivot and go off to the side. I'm stepping out of the circle. I'm going to step off to the side and cock back here. Okay, and now I'm going to go hook, cross. Okay, so that's this one. We're going to step in, jab, cross, hook, step off to the side, hook, cross. So I'm going in at an angle, I'm coming out and then finishing at an angle. So then jab, cross, hook. The tricky part is to get to this position on the hook and getting outside the circle loaded for another hook again. How do I get to here? Is this basically that same step we did that last drill where I stepped and rotated? I want to end up in that position on this side of the circle. So I'm going to get to that position from my hook that I just threw. So how to do that is I got to turn my hips and turn my shoulder. Boom. The same kind of body movement we did on that last one, right? Where we jabbed in and then stepped. It's that same movement on that step, but I'm doing it off a hook. I'm doing it off a jab, cross, hook. And then turn, load that shoulder up, right? And then hook, cross. Right, then we're also going to add a hook uppercut, and we're going to add a hook knee. So give you guys a couple different options. So again, that first one, I'm going to step in, jab, cross, hook, turn that hip over on that hook, sit that weight to that back leg. Now we're going to jump up and spring from this position, and when you land, you're going to land in that position ready to fire, okay? I don't want you to take a bunch of steps and scramble and come here. Should I pounce out of this stance, boom, and land in here, almost like a spring, okay? When you land with your spring, imagine your legs are like shocks, then spring out of that hard hook again, and finish cross. So again, that one, step in, jab, cross, hook, step off to the side, hook, cross. Again, jab, cross, hook, step, hook, cross. Okay, now I'll change up that last punch, we'll make it an uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, step off to the side, hook, uppercut. Again. Again. Okay, now we'll take away the uppercut and we'll add a knee. Okay, so again. And back. Again. And back. Last one. Okay, good job. So try to practice all those before you guys do them with the weights, okay? And then once you guys had the movement down and you're able to do it without messing up, then we'll go back to the weights, okay? We'll do those with the weights. So again, back to that first one. We're gonna go step in with the jab, then out, then side step. So I'm there, pivot on the side, hook, cross, right? So again, jab out, step, hook, cross. Jab out, step, hook, uppercut, right? You try to rattle off like 10. Again, 10 to 15 with the weights. And then you can change it up to jab, step, whop, whop. And we add on that step back as well, right? So jab, out, step, hook, cross, and then run that back step, hook, cross for an exit, right? Jab, out, step, hook, knee, back. You can run that step back, right? So you guys should start combining these combinations how you want, taking them apart, adding something else from another combo either before or after, right? So again, we'll go jab, out, step. Off this pivot, you can go this hook, cross, right? You can go this hook, uppercut. You can do this hook, knee. Right? The point is to get you moving your feet in a combination and be able to start here and finish there, still throwing a significant shot, right? So again, rattle off 15 with that combo with the weights, then set them down, do 10 without the weights, right? And then back off to the other one. So we'll go jab, cross, hook, pivot on the outside, hook, cross. Right, and step back, jab, cross, hook, out, hook, cross. And back. We can either go jab, uppercut, hook, out, uppercut, cross. Right, so you can make both your second punch and uppercut. From this position, I can wind off here. And instead of ripping out that hook, I can wind up that lead uppercut cross. Right, so let's try that one. Jab, up, hook, out, uppercut, cross. Again, jab, up, hook, out, uppercut, cross. Back to the original version. Jab, cross, hook, jab, hook, cross. The original version. Jab, cross, hook. Wow, wow. So again, guys, 10 to 15 times. And then set the weights down. And another 10 times without the weights. Okay? Now that you guys are done with that series, grab the weights again. I'm going to start off going jumping jacks, just 15 seconds with the weights. At 15 seconds, switch, and then you're going to go high knees and punches. So when you're doing this, is the opposite hand, opposite punch. Right, my left knee's up, my right hand is out punching, and then I switch and switch. Okay, so again, 15 seconds, and then 15 seconds to squat, squat, jump, squat, squat, jump. Okay, non-stop. Again, 15 seconds. And then you can drop for bear crawls, mountain climbers. You guys can go punches overhead, 15 seconds. Right, try to throw together like four exercises and just do 15 minutes apart for minute reps in between. Okay, here we go, the next set of combos. Okay, so now we'll hit that, we'll do like a switch jab. So you're gonna jab first on the outside. All right, we'll go jab cross. I'm gonna step on the outside of the box. So I'm gonna go jab cross, back to my frame. And this next jab, I'm gonna slip to the outside and touch. Okay? As I step through the circle, I'm gonna step in. Actually, let's use this base or that square. I want you to step across that box. Okay, we got better programming that way. So you're gonna stand on this side of the box or the circle. We're gonna hit a jab cross, and the third punch is that slip jab. I want you guys to step all the way over that box with that back leg. Okay, we're gonna come back with this overhand this way. Okay, now off this overhand, I'm gonna continue my momentum coming forward, but see how my head kind of slipped that angle as I came across this pod here. I want to come forward now this way, but keeping my head off to the center. So now I'm going to come forward with a lunging uppercut cross. All right, so we're back here, my left shoulder's loaded. I'm going to keep this tilt to the outside. I'm going to come down the middle with that cross. Okay? So that cross, uppercut cross, is a good angle for guys to get in for orthodox or right-handed fighters fighting a southpaw. And for southpaws, it's good to run it when they're fighting an orthodox fighter. Your head slipping off to that safe side as you're throwing heat down the middle. Conor McGregor does a great job of throwing that left hand too, tilting off to the side and throwing it, and it slips his head off to that safe lane. So again, we're using the square to move our feet. We're gonna go jab, cross, switch jab, step with an overhand, and then forward uppercut cross. Okay. Again, 1, 2, slip, step, up, 2. One, 2, slip, step, up, 2. Again, 1, 2, slip, step with that overhand, and then forward uppercut cross. Again, 1, 2, slip, 1, 1, 1. Okay, make sure you guys can practice it enough times where you're doing it correctly. Jab, cross, and then switch jab, that overhand, lead uppercut cross. Okay, and then we can do it with the weights. Here we go. So we're gonna go 1, 2, bring it back, switch jab, step with that overhand, and then forward, keep my head off tilted for that lead uppercut cross. Again, so in this combo, I'm switching my stance. I'm advancing with a step, advancing in my stance, right? So there's three significant movements as far as momentum goes and where I place myself, okay? So first one, staying planted, and then I switch, and then I step, and then I advance, okay? Just break all that down, make sure you're doing it correctly. You don't even need a box or the square, you can kind of do this. With that, I'll just take significant steps, right? So again, jab cross, switch on that jab, step with that overhand, uppercut cross, okay? So you guys can run a couple different ways. I can go jab cross and frame up, and I can pause, and then I can kind of feel them out and gather my confidence, and then run that switch blitz whenever I want. Or I can go right into that switch blitz off my 1-2. I can go 1-2, boom, right into that switch jab. That's almost like I'm doing 3 consecutive punches. 1-2, switch, blitz, right? I usually try to soften that guy up, hit him with 1-2, touch him first, then let him sit in that pause, and then switch attack, right? But again, once you guys are able to do that combo all the way through without messing up with the weights, run it 10 to 15 times with the weights and then without the weights. So let's go together. Jab, cross, switch jab, step through, uppercut cross. Again, 1-2, switch jab, step, uppercut cross. Again, 1-2, switch, step, up, 2. Again, 1-2, switch, step, up, 2. If you guys want to get more advanced with it, after that up, 2, we can add a hook, and then lunge underneath, and let's lunge forward with a lunging hook cross. Okay, so now we're really going forward, right? That little like Mike Tyson roll at the end. So all together slow, 1-2, switch, step, uppercut, cross, hook, roll through, hook, cross, right? So on that first hook, after I fire that last cross, I'm gonna add that hook. I'm gonna hit my angle all the way through. I'm still turning my hip, turning my shoulder, and then I'm dropping, rolling through this way. Once my body makes a full circle, I'm gonna drop, turn my shoulders, roll through at my knees, and as I come up this way, I come up tall, my left shoulder's back. Now I'm jousting off my back foot. Long hook over the glove, and then come crashing down with the cross. So again, all the way through. 1-2, switch. Right, this is a good one to do with the weights. Again, after you guys are holding these for a while, you understand why 3 pounds is all you need. Again, you're going for shoulder conditioning, so it's a lot of time with them, a lot of reps. Again, 1-2, switch, blitz, up, cross, hook, roll, hook, cross. Again. Okay, and there's no right or wrong way to fire this combo, like the tempo of it, right? Everyone is going to have their own different tempo and what they put more emphasis on, you know what I'm saying? So maybe try hitting that 1-2, pausing, and then switch, blitz, up, and then cross hook. You know what I'm saying? Pausing at different points in the combination, putting heat on different punches in the combination, you know what I mean? And then try a rep where you're going 1, 2, 3, switch, right off the bat, right into it. You know what I'm saying? Switch, blitz, whoop, whoop, whoop. But there's a lot of momentum starting and stopping in this combination, right? So make sure you guys hold yourself accountable for all those different parts, right? That slip, that step, that advancement, that roll, and that explosive step through, right? So again, 10 to 15 times with the weights, and then set the weights down, right? And do the same combination without the weights. Again, break it down, try to put it at different tempos. You guys are gonna feel nice and light. Your shoulders will be tired, but still try to keep good form, right? Try to relax a little bit. Don't try to flex your way through these combinations. Exhaust yourself. Try to learn to be efficient with your energy, right? When you're breathing, holding your hand up, just think about form, right? Just think like Your knuckles 12 o'clock, your elbows 6 o'clock. Okay, 12 and 6. Just having my shields up this way. My elbows are in, my back legs on the ball of my foot. They keep me like pounced, right? And then 5 the combination. So one more time. Last one. And again, shadow boxing, you guys get out of it whatever you guys put into it, right? So if you're hitting a heavy bag, if you go in there with your gloves and just kind of barely touch it, 30 minutes. Or if you go in there, you lace up and you bang on that freaking thing for 30 minutes hard, there's gonna be a difference. You know what I mean? So when you guys shadow box and you're doing these drills, try to do them with intention, right? Keeping your chin down, keeping your core engaged, keeping your hands up, right? Practicing everything with good form and good technique. Okay? So those will be the combos for today. Once you guys crank those out, 10 to 15 to 20, all the first time through with the weights, and then set the weight down, and then you can go 10 to 15 to 20 times without the weights, okay? And run through that whole series. And then at the end, we're gonna finish with the same series we did in the beginning with the weights, okay? So together, we're gonna start in front. This one, we're gonna start off, we're gonna add some different ones. So we'll start off palms out. I'm gonna go small circles, okay? So on this one, you're gonna go 5 circles. You're gonna go 5 going forward, and then 5 reverse going back. Okay, so small circles while you're keeping the weight up shoulder height. Okay, so go ahead, just start counting. 5 going forward, 5 going back, going forward, reverse. So maybe do like a set of 20 for each. Forward. So you got 4 sets of 5 going forward, reverse, and 4 sets of 5 going backwards. Okay, and shake them out. Okay, that next one, let's go pinkies in, palms out. Okay, big circles like this. Open up wide. Pinkies together at the bottom, thumbs together at the top. Big shoulders, big chest. Remember, try to do 10. And then we're going to turn the palms in, right? So the top of my hand out. So now thumbs together, pinkies up. Right? You can even crisscross to build a little bit more momentum for your swings. Okay, and then rest. Right, there's even another little one you can do where you turn your palms up, right? So it's flies where you're keeping the biceps and the palms up this way. So you're keeping that thumb turned back. Instead of doing flies, the palms down, it's the palms up, okay? And we're going back this way. Try to put your palm back up behind your head this way. And again, you're just working that rotator cuff a little bit differently than you would traditionally do. Again, with the light weights, 10 is all you need. Then flip it over. Let's go normal fly. So palms down. Right, 10, shake it out. Okay, then let's punch straight up. So again, get in your stance, palms facing, rotate, just punch straight up 10 times. Left, right, 1, left, right, 2, left, right, 3, left, right, 4, left, right, 5. Switch your stance, right? Right, left, 1, right, left, 2, right, left, 3, right, left, 4, right, left, 5. Right, all the way up to 10. Okay, and this last one, we're going to practice hooks. Okay, so we're going to go having your feet in a straight line. And we're going to go throwing wide hooks. Okay, so your core is going to start and stop your momentum. Okay, where I'm hooking straight ahead this way. I know my target's right in front of me, so I'm not going to practice going all the way through my hook here this way. Okay. I'm keeping my hands up, I'm starting, and I'm stopping my momentum, okay? I'm using my hook to start and stop myself. Okay, so I'm firing here, I'm gonna go left hook, turn. When you're doing this one, don't even worry about standing in your stance. Let's kind of put your feet in a straight line, okay? So I'm gonna turn that same rule applies to my hip, my foot, my knee, and then turn again on the other side, right? And then turn, turn, turn. On this one, it's better if your thumb is up, right? It's a little bit easier to do with your thumb down this way, my palm down. So focus the thumb up. I'm gonna have to bring that hook out a little bit wider if I'm doing it this way. And that's what I want, that big stretch. Okay, and just go back and forth. You can go 20 times, right? So 10 hooks each side. Practice starting and stopping, sitting your weight down. Big wide hooks. And then shake it out. All right, then back to that first one. So palms down, right? Thumbs together and back, shoulder height. Again, we're trying to go 10. All right, then palms in, palms together and back, 10. All right, guys, good job. And that should be enough with the weights. We'll do one more set. You can kill one more set off with the weights doing that last drill. I'll do it with you guys. So we'll start off doing jumping jacks right before we set the weights down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks, just 15 seconds. And again, put on some music while you guys are doing this. You know what I mean? Like, have fun with it. Dedicate this time to yourselves. This is super important, especially right now. After 15 seconds, switch. Just go high knees and punches. And let's do that squat jump. And drop for mountain climbers. And time, good job, guys. Actually, we'll go over one little core drill to do with weights one time before we set them down. So on this one, go ahead, get in your stance. Let's go hands up, elbows in. And you're gonna give me that core rotation without moving your feet, okay? So your back foot on the ball of your foot, and give me a biggest circle as possible without moving your feet, okay? Let's go clockwise like 5 times, or counterclockwise. And then again, 5 times through, all the way through. Engaging that back foot on the ball of your foot. And then reverse other way, 5 slow. And then 5 fast. The point is to do it faster and hard enough to where you feel like your balance is going to go off. And your legs have to kind of stay glued to the ground and support you. Okay, so big movements. And then switch your stance. And same thing other side. So after you bang out 10 each direction from a southpaw stance or orthodox, reverse it, and you're going to bang out 10 each way from the opposite. So again, hands up. Let's go one direction, 5 times slow. And the mechanics are going to feel a little bit weird when you're going your unnatural stance. And then roll 5 times through. That's the whole point of this drill. Just to build that muscle memory and then train that nervous system. And then reverse other way. And then 5 times through. Time, good job. So now we're done with the weights, guys. Okay, so now we'll just finish just shadow boxing, right? So no weights, you guys are nice and warm. Just got done with your workouts for a cool down. Just practice focusing on your form, your technique, your speed, your accuracy, your frame, and maybe 5 minutes, right? 1 MMA round. Or you guys can do kickboxing rounds, 3 minutes, right? With 1 minute break. Maybe try to do 3 threes. For your MMA guys, do 3 5s, right? And just focus on, again, form, technique, keeping your elbows in, knuckles up, push that back leg in the ball of your foot, right? And just form and technique and just kind of flow. Okay, so I'll go with you guys here 1 minute and shadow box with you guys, right? but after we're done, I want you guys to do, you owe me 2 more rounds, okay? Go ahead, start moving around. You guys can practice different parts of those combinations we worked in class, right? You can jab in, jab out. I can practice that side step to that hook knee. I got that switch blitz. You can run that at any time now. You can set up that switch blitz, up cross, right? Anytime you know you can fire that cross hook, now you got, you know, that roll through. When you guys shadow box, try to picture an opponent in front of you, right? Take this as seriously as you can, right? Picture there's a guy in front of you that's matching you and he's moving around the ring, okay? And as he moves, you have to stay squared up with him, okay? So the best way to stay squared up is to make sure your lead foot, your lead toe is 12 o'clock. It's facing him no matter where he is, okay? So your lead toe is like the front of the boat, right? And wherever the front of the boat is where the sail is going to take it. So as my opponent adjusts, I want to adjust with him to make sure I'm totally framed up. And I got all my weapons framed up, ready to throw, right, as we engage. So kind of keep that in mind. I'll go 1 more minute with you guys here. Make sure you guys add in your feints, your slips, right? When you're standing still, we're not just standing still like this, but we're bouncing side to side. Right? Now I can do that as I creep forward, right? As I evade and go back, still slipping the head side to side. I can add little feints into that movement. So slipping side to side, feint, slip side to side, attack, feint, attack, feint, retreat, right? Start adding little things together on your own. Thirty seconds. Throw with force, throw with intention. And time, guys. Good job. So that was about a 3-minute round. So pause, take a break, do a 1 minute to recover, and then owe me you can see how winded you get when you guys are doing that correctly. When you're firing a combination, breathe, tighten your core, make sure there's tension in your forearm and your body right before those knuckles hit. And then release that tension the second you're done with the exchange. Go right back to that relaxed state, right? And get ready for that next commitment, that next rev, right? Thinking about sparring, shadow boxing, like, wham, you're like revving a car. But every time you step to fire that combination, wham, you're stepping on the gas, right? Think of it like a rev. So the whole round is like a constant slow rev, wham, and wham, stepping on the gas. A long combination is wham, letting go. You know what I mean? So training your lungs for this kind of output is very specific. You know what I'm saying? Not only does your muscle cells have memory, that term muscle memory is a very real concept. But not only do your muscle cells, but every single cell of the human body has memory. So how you practice your shadow boxing, your bag work, your Dutch drills, your pad work, your touch sparring rounds, how you practice your runs, as far as even your mindset goes. We won't even get into that. If you want, you guys can follow me on social media, SendItAthlete, or SendItArts.com. We can talk about all this super amazing stuff, all about human potential, right? So it's incredible. This stuff, you 100% get out what you put into it. So again, go home. You guys got some new drills you guys can practice with weights. And again, if you guys are recording these videos and keeping track, you can start adding and taking apart different combinations and putting them together at your own, you know, for your own agenda, and to practice those how you want. Oh, this combination works for me. I don't know, I kind of like my overhand, so oh, I like this setup for the overhand. I like throwing this first, or oh, I got a good uppercut. Okay, I'm gonna bait him in this way, get him coming in and catch him, or oh, I got a good hook. All right, I'm gonna learn how to set up my hook. You know, so different, everyone's style. So again, you guys should all come back better versions of yourselves when this thing is done, and so we can hit the ground running. So again, that's it for class. Thank you guys for joining us today. See you guys in the next one.